Today we have a great opportunity to take a first look at DIRECTV Now's new Android app and DVR. In the past, I have shown off some first looks at the new DIRECTV Now apps and DVR, but it's always been on Apple TV, Fire TV, and iOS. This time I was able to get screenshots of it running on Android with the latest, most recent update. So let's kind of dive in here and take a look at what is new, what it looks like, and what you can expect. Right off the bat, here is the Android app showing off the DVR features. As you can see, it still has about 100 hours of DVR recording. In this version, you can see the recorded shows and movies to play. And then you can look at the bookmarks for shows you've watched, the Watch Now, the Discovery tab, which will give you recommendations to others. Android does maintain the picture-in-picture, which will allow you to keep watching the show as you go back into the guide, go back to your DVR recordings and more to see what you want to check out there. Next up is the guide. It's very similar to the one we've seen on iOS with the white background, ability to like, the line going across to show you how much time is remaining in each show. Very consistent, smooth performance here. And not all that different to the current DIRECTV app, just with a different kind of style. The favorite button's a little different, the background's a little different, and more. You do have the ability across the top to slide that back and forth and get more categories. So if you want to look at only movies currently available, only sports, kid shows, etc., you do have the ability to break out this guide into different categories and filters to check that out. You can also tap on that Today tab at the top and jump back and forth into future days, see what's coming up, or go backwards to see previous days what was on. And there you'll be able to click on a show and get on demand 72-hour look back features through that by going into your today feature, etc., going back to yesterday, finding the show you missed and clicking on it to watch it. Next up is the kind of the home screen, the Watch Now, what is currently out there at this moment, and what you can expect to see, suggested content. Now, this is one of those things that as you watch more content, these recommendations will get better, but when you open it, this Watch Now is kind of what you will see right off the bat. And of course, at the top, you're able to search. If you know what particular show you want, you can search for it and pull it up through that feature. Next up is in your My Library. We already showed the DVR section. Now you can see what the bookmarks. So these are shows that you say you like. You can check them out. You can click on it, find the on-demand content, when they're going to be next aired, and so on. One more look at the guide. Now, this is the look at the guide for tomorrow. Coming up, the ability to scroll back and forth and look into the future of what is out there. It's pretty smooth. It works nicely. I do wish it was a little bit smaller maybe to get more content, but on your phone it may be a little too hard for most people to read if you made it any smaller. But there you go. There is the first look at the new DIRECTV Now Android app and the look and feel of it. From talking to beta testers, there are no ways at this moment to switch it to a dark theme. Hopefully they add that ability. I know a lot of people have been complaining that the new white theme just is ugly, or they view the text as a little bit too hard to read on it. So hopefully they include some additional options for that. It's still in beta. I'm increasingly believing it's less likely that we're going to get this app this year. From the hints and everything coming from AT&T, we are looking at early 2018 as a more likely rollout for these new apps and DVR service going to everybody. But they have been rolling in some new additional people to the beta. They did announce, though, on their beta FAQ that no additional devices will be added. So currently it's just Fire TV, Apple TV, iOS, and Android are being the main ones, with Chromecast support from your mobile devices, Android and iOS. So keep that in mind right now. Roku, all that they say it's coming to, but at least in this beta, they don't seem to be intending to beta test those devices with this new beta that they're running. One thing DIRECTV Now did announce was locals. They did announce some details over the weekend that DIRECTV now has more than 200 locals across nearly 90 markets and reaching over 75% of US TV households. That means 75% of the U.S. households, Americans, will have the option to get at least one live local where they live through DIRECTV Now. So here's a quick map with all of them. I will list there. I did post a list on my site of every single local. There's over 200 of them, so I'm not going to try to read them right now. If you want to see all the live locals that DirecTV Now has, check out the link in the show notes down below for that full list. But there you go. There is your first look at the new DirecTV Now app and DVR on Android. A little update on their locals. I hope this first look kind of helped answer a lot of questions I've been getting, and hopefully this helps you make a decision on if this is something you want or not. Questions, comments, let me know. I'll do my best to answer them. Otherwise, join us every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern for a weekly Cord Cutters News Q&A, where we do our best to answer your cord cutting related questions, tips, tricks, how-to, the world of news, cord cutter news in general, every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern for about an hour on average. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, hit that thumbs up. It really is helpful.